Right then. Time for another batch of review videos. The first on my list here is Card Counter, a downloadable game for Windows and Linux. Card Counter is a roguelike trying to combine the intricacies of deck building in the vein of Inscription, made for 70RL. In this tabletop-esque environment, you must venture down 2 levels of randomly generated dungeons, gather treasure, and using your cards wisely. Continue to the next level automatically after defeating the boss, which can be recognized by extra wide doors. Your decks can have as many cards as you want, but your hands will only have 5. At the start, you will start with 5 regular sword cards. You will always have at least 1 sword from your deck in your hand, but the others are down to luck and deck building abilities. Your deck will never deplete, rare cards are simply added back after use. Movement is done with the arrow keys or the WASD keys, or pointing of the mouse recommended. Moving towards enemies automatically uses a sword from your hand. Using cards can be done by hovering your hand to reveal it, selecting the card, and using it by selecting a tile. Menu app can be opened by holding tab. Everything is playable also with a controller. There's the attributions. And he doesn't have any other games basically, so I guess this is him. This T-Scat here. 70RL specific notes. The version I'm releasing for the 70RL is complete for the purpose of 70RL, although was a bit cut scope and some bugs caused by last minute changes. As far as the future of the game itself goes, it is in essence a prototype, as I will probably continue downloading this game on my own time now that the jam is over, for me at least. Some things that were left out of scope that I originally intended for this jam though. Sound and music, don't really care. You know, honestly, it's nice to have sound effects and music, but it's not really needed for 70RL. Proper main menu screen and pause menu with an options menu. Also, not really needed, but good thing to cut. Fair dungeon level, might be nice, but we'll see. Different tile sets for a dungeon, better boss fights, and costs actually matter for cards. Do not matter in this build. That's definitely important. Okay, well, that's basically the introduction here for it. It's a downloadable game, so I've downloaded it. Here's Card Counter. There we go. Takes a little bit to load. Alright, there's my cards. I can see this being a nice phone game. Okay, there could be some effect basically to sort of like, so we basically hit stuff, obviously. Also, it's hard to see the enemy's hit points because, once you have a sword basically on top of it, you can't really see on top of it. Exploring. Damn. Damn. Well, plays, nicely enough. It would be nice if there's like more enemies types, I guess, because it's just like these dragon dudes, I guess. So, do I care to fight these guys? Why do I care to fight these guys? They have 2 HP and I just clobber them with a couple sword strikes, and that's it. There's a bow card. And teleport. Let's get the bow, why not? I could disappear or be open or something of a different animation whenever you open it. Bam. Bam. Now, I assume it's basically like, you know, we got an action point system where you have like 2 action points. Honestly, it'd be nice if you had like an action point system to like, you know, show like what action point you're basically on. Okay, so bows basically do 2 damage, by the way. Is that the boss? I see a little problem here, by the way, where like, you know, I constantly able to like sort of jump, you know, outrange these guys. Great enemy defeated. Yay! I guess it's dungeon level 1 done. So it looks like a range attack of some sort. Oh, I took a hit there. My first hit, because I have someone who's basically a range attacker. It might help if there's like more enemies per room. Or maybe like, you know, level 2 here, you can actually have like, you know, 2 enemies basically spawning per room as opposed to like, you know, just a different enemy that's like, you know, got a range attack. Let's get to teleport this time, why not? Teleport. Boop. Teleport works fine. Well, you got the basics, like, you know, here, but definitely needs to have more to it. Get our bow. Just want to test out a bow shot on this guy at some point, but I don't actually have a bow, so never mind. Here's my bow. Looks much like before makes you dance with this guy. Alright, dice for playing, developed by T-Skade. Well, I think it really needed a lot more than that to sort of have a game there. I mean, you had to lay, like, the actual, components there to make the game with, but a lot more needs to be done. I'd probably make it so maybe you have, like, more enemies basically, like, spawning in a room on, like, the second level, and just have, like, both those enemy types basically disappear in the first level, so you can experiment with, like, melee enemies and, like, range enemies, and then, like, maybe have some boxes in there, stuff to sort of, mix up the terrain a little bit, so you can't, like, just, like, run and, like, shoot everywhere. I've literally basically gone through your game, and it's only been like 12 minutes. That's probably like the shortest amount of like video time basically done for a game yet. So yeah, needs more.